why a Superman game. This video is on. Sorry, a lot of that got cut off. This video is on why a Superman game is even more possible than people realize. I'm gonna workshop the title later, but you get the point. So basically, I'm debunking myths about Superman that would translate into games. So admittedly, I think some of these complaints come from people who played Lego Batman 3. So in that game, heat vision kills everyone instantly, and Superman is like the most overpowered character ever. That's by design. Hold on, I need to get something to drink. Uploading a video right here. SSBU. I'm running out of titles. Yeah, why don't I use that one again for the 5th time? Times 5. Creativity never even once. I haven't uploaded SSBU videos in a while, so this will be good to... Palutena's Guidance. Who's this on?
The hero of time. Is it just me? Or is Link lost weight?
Yes and no.
Yo, to all game publishers, Smash Bros. Lets me upload almost whatever the hell I want to, even if it's something like that's supposed to be secret for a little while, like the Palutena's Guidances. Yeah. And most games let me upload whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. Yet Dragon Ball won't let me record. Dragon Ball FighterZ won't let me record the story. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I don't know about the first Xenoverse game, will not let me record the secret Bardock level. So, what the hell, guys? This one actually has my name on it. Excuse me. Spelled weird. Well, it's not weird, it's the correct way of spelling it, but that's not my name. So, anyway. Superman is too overpowered is the first one we're going to debunk because it's the easiest to debunk. No! Basically, to elaborate, as you guys are probably wanting me to, is he overpowered? No, not really. Think about it. It depends on the context. Is he overpowered against Iron Man? Yes, absolutely. Overpowered against Lex Luthor? Physically, yes. But Lex Luthor is... almost dropping F words. A freaking genius. Who can out-trap... Like, Superman isn't an idiot, but Lex Luthor is a genius. So, just... on top of that, is he overpowered against Deathstroke? Probably. It depends on the point in time. Because Superman fought Deathstroke in one comic book that had Wonder Woman in it. Funny story about that at the end of the video. Technically, Deathstroke lost. But if I remember correctly... Okay. If I remember... What am I, Rick Sanchez? If I remember correctly, the Deathstroke had this, like, God shield, and so it reflected anything that Superman did back at Superman. Eventually, Superman was able to break through it, but if I remember correctly, he goes for an uppercut on Deathstroke, and he gets sent way into the ground, because that's just how Deathstroke do. My guy up there, he's over there, I think. Yep. But, yeah, so is he overpowered against Deathstroke? Yes, absolutely. Overpowered against Wonder Woman? No, not really. Overpowered against Batman? Probably. Overpowered against Doomsday? No, not really. So this complaint shouldn't even be a factor. You should have some bosses that are kind of a breeze, you know, like... You have General Zod, who's just an evil Superman. So he should be just as well equipped as you are in this theoretical game. Someone Doomsday literally killed Superman. I don't know if Zod's ever done that. Probably, but Doomsday has killed Superman. Clearly, he wasn't too overpowered in that scenario. Do I need to go on? Please tell me no, because if I do, I'm gonna kill someone. But the next thing to debunk. I'm really stretching here. Really, I just wanted to get those points out of the way. Next thing to debunk is... What are some other things I gotta debunk here? I guess I'll just further elaborate on the first thing. So, what about kryptonite? You have kryptonite in the air, maybe that's how you depower the guy, if you need to. It's... Because there's a certain amount of kryptonite that Superman can survive, but it basically depowers him, right? Or what if you do Smallville? He wasn't too overpowered for that. For most of that, he was kind of overpowered for a lot of that. But kryptonite, it puts the dude out of commission. You can have that being used as a weapon. You could put it in the air as like an excuse for why the game, or why Superman is underpowered. I mean, I really don't know why people don't think he can have a game. Another reason is people say, oh, well, Superman games are buggy. Very well, but that shouldn't stop this one. You can make it like an Arkham game, actually. You have characters that can outmatch your character in various ways, or things that you have to be smart about. So Lex Luthor, you can compare him to Mr. Freeze, right? And you compare Lex Luthor to Mr. Freeze, so you not as characters, but as bosses, you know. It focuses on Batman's Predator skills, and Lex Luthor focuses on Superman's intelligence. Like he's like a combination of the Riddler and Mr. Freeze. Think about it. So you gotta do puzzles or outsmart the guy, like a game of living chess. Some people saying Superman is just not. I looked it up real quick. Some people saying Superman is just not an intelligent character. I mean, not an interesting character. Well, cool, that's an opinion. You can have your opinion, but I have a different one. You can still explore these elements of these characters. What about Injustice? Like, are you telling me you can't do like a creative what if that stays true to the character? Injustice did not stay true to the character. There are a lot of things that I don't think should have happened the way they happened. But why is my computer just ceased? 11:59 a.m. boys. So I have blood on me. I guess my nose is bleeding a little bit. Whatever. So in got dizzy for a second. Outside Xbox, a video I've actually commented on like 3 years ago, because this video is kind of old, is titled Why Superman Will Never Have a Good Video Game by Outside Xbox. Basically, here they say that Superman is too overpowered, and people who are too overpowered receive nerfs. I have just debunked the shit out of this, and even if they receive a nerf, I've given a lethal, reasonable explanation for why. So, and I don't see why you have to. Previously, he mentioned that Superman was killed by Doomsday. Doomsday, like, have just multiple of them running around that you have to stop. Of course, that would probably make them feel trivial, but you can give them difficulty. Star Wars Jedi. You know, Jedi's too good at killing stormtroopers, and suddenly you struggle at that for once. Sometimes. So, most of the so outside Xbox, most of the challenge should come from defending Metropolis and its civilians. I wanted to say civilians of Metropolis, which is why I felt to say this is civilians, because who gives a shit about a few buildings? But most of the difficulty should be from that. Yeah, great idea. That actually works for me. I didn't think of that, and I've watched this video. Though I remember it being called something more along the lines of 5 reasons why Superman will never have a good video game. And that's not this video. But then they go on to say, when's the last escort or defend mission that you've ever actually enjoyed? Yeah, there's that. You gotta handle it correctly. You gotta make it not so pissy. Freaking Dragon Ball Xenoverse, that Android 17 and 18 bullshit, with Trunks. Oh, I freaking hate that. I also remember in Xenoverse 2, why are those two games so similar? Is there something I'm missing? I bought the first game and I'm like, why? And then he comes up with flying being a problem, and I'm like, really? Aren't we past this? We ain't talking Superman 64. We ain't talking about Superman Returns in 2006, boys. We talking. What is that? I had a little Chihuahua dog sitting on the blanket. So yeah, the flying, you can do that. Like, what's a game that lets you fly? Lego has pretty good flying controls. You could just advance that, right? I don't see that that's a problem. So you could fix it. Fix it. Look, the only character I think that's gonna have a hard time getting a good game is the Flash. And genuinely, I think that, because I can't fathom how you do. I had a tickle in my ear. So I can't fathom how you're gonna do that. How would it work? Like, because Lego did that. Any game that is not Sonic sucks. I think with the Flash or even Superman's super speed, which is what I'm trying to segue into, anyways. I think you need to. I think you need to trigger. I think you need to have a boost button like in Sonic. So you expect super fast and not as accurate controls. Like a racing game. You don't use nitro like when you're trying to make a turn, do you? I think that's how it should be. So you get Sonic style controls, except there's no stamina. There shouldn't be any stamina. And when you fly into enemies, they shouldn't take a whole lot of damage. In Sonic, the enemies die instantly when you boost into them. In this, they shouldn't take a whole lot of damage. They should rather take maybe a quarter of their health off if they're just standard goons or whatever the hell we're doing. Take a quarter of their health off and then send them flying. So that way, look, really, I don't know why I'm not hired to be the creative director for these games. It would be so easy for me. I'm a nerd, and a nerd knows what he wants. Made by the Maniac for the Maniac. That was the last universally good Sonic game. And one of the first in a while. Fans know what they want. Just let fans do it. Wink, wink. Alright, I'm running out of videos, so I gotta cut the jokes and get back to topics. Running out of videos? Time. This ad is obnoxious, so I'm gonna have to mute it real quick. Where is my mute key? I don't look awesome if I don't have that. Mute. There we go. Arc Age Shadows. I don't know what that is, but the commercial's really obnoxious and I forgot to turn it off. So, this is 4 years ago, so I was way younger then. So, my autism is showing in this post. But a comment from 4 years ago on this video. Personally, if I got my hands on the IP, it would probably be better than the Arkham series, but probably not Arkham Asylum, but probably not Arkham Knight.